Yo, what's going on, man? Listen, I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are staying positive, and I hope you guys are growing and being the best that you can be. Listen, I try to post a video once a week. I've been doing good. So, I'm proud of myself because of that. Slowly but surely, we're getting where we want to be at. I understand that in the beginning, it's going to be slow. I think my last video got 18 views. But it's all right. It's all right. We're going to keep on pushing. And we're going to keep on being the best we can be. That's all we can do. First of all, I just want to say I thank you guys for your support. You guys who, every time I post a video, in less than 10 minutes, I already got 5 and 6 views. And I already know who those people are. And I appreciate you very much. I very much do appreciate you. And I love you guys, man. And I thank you guys for your support. And at some point, if it's meant for me to, if it's meant for me to grow and be big with this, I will not forget you guys, I promise. I'm not saying that I'll buy you guys a Bentley, and no, I'm just playing, but I won't forget you guys, man. I thank you guys for your love and for your patience. This is new to me, but slowly we're going to get there. Okay. Man, dude, the phone trying to go dead on me. But we're going to keep on rolling with it. And if it goes dead, it goes dead. We just bounce back. So, if you take a look at my early videos, I was all about grinding. I was all about it gotta be done. Or I gotta, or I'm all about making it happen. That's all I ever talked about. I was talking about walking that dog road and looking at yourself and telling yourself you're not crap and telling yourself you're not this and that. Which in some cases they are good. Not in all cases, but in some cases it is good when you can be real with yourself. And you can examine yourself on that level. So if you look at a lot of my earlier stuff, it's like kind of hardcore, man. Like just like, yeah, get it done. And at that point, that's where I was at. Now, there's a couple guys that I follow on YouTube. There's a couple guys that when I was in a bad situation, really it helped me get through some really messed up situations in my life. And I will say that some of these guys I kind of imitated. Like some of these guys I was kind of like going with like their flow and how they did things. Because, listen, it worked for me. So I was going with that. But these last couple of days, like 3 or 4 days, I said, I'm going to try something different. I walked that dark road. I looked myself in the mirror. I was hard on myself. And I did all of these things. And yet, in a way, I still feel stuck, right? And you may feel like that. You may feel like you're doing all of these things in your life, but you still feel stuck. And I was like, man, what is going on, man? And as I walk through the experiences in my life, I'm going to share these with you guys. And we're going to get through it together. We're family. We're a team. And you have to realize that there's different seasons in your life. There's different stages that you go through in your life. And you got to be able to embrace that and acknowledge that. And how you acknowledge that is acknowledging yourself and knowing who you are and being able to pick up on things and being able to pick up when things in your life change instead of just I'm gonna go with the flow mentality. Because if you just go with the flow mentality, you're just gonna be like everybody else and you're just gonna be stuck. And we're tired of being stuck. We're trying to progress and we're trying to grow. So, I was kind of like imitating these guys, and I was kind of like basing my flow of things off the way they flow, because it worked for me. But these last 3 days, I really took the time to really dig deep into myself. I mean, dig deep. And I have noticed that what I have experienced these last 4 days is more powerful than the tense Allen, than the hardcore. Now, running, I'm going to get my 10. Now, don't get it twisted. I ain't about to be playing no games or I ain't about to be easy going, but there's a different way. And with all that's going on in the world now, what is one thing that we need? And that's love. And that's peace. And that's happiness. And that's joy, right? So these last couple of days, I took the time, man, and I've really put myself in a place mentally where I was just at peace with everything. I didn't travel that dark road. The dark road was right here. The dark road is going to make things happen. Oh, yo. And if you look at my last video, you guys can like hear me coming out of that place of darkness. Because if you listen to the beginning of the video, I was sharing with you guys that I didn't feel like running that day because I had no bad to pull from. I didn't have no bad to inspire me. Most of the time when I'm going through or I'm pissed off or things not working out in my life, I can pull from that negative and I can run 10 miles easily. Because every time I feel like giving up, all of that mess come in my head. But if you listen to the last video, I was slowly coming out of that, right?
Crap.
And I was into a place of
the feelings of feeling like crap this morning.
I was happy back then, and I had joy back then, but it was a different happiness. It was like, it is what it is type of happiness. And I want to share that with you guys and let you guys know. And I told you guys, as I grow, you guys are going to grow with me. In a sense of spiritually and physically and even emotionally, man. We all becoming better. And this is every single day we're growing to become better. Now, I shared with you guys, I had some things inspiring in my life. It is what it is. We all have things. And as time goes on, I'm going to share those things. But it's all about having one. Let me see how I can put this, man, for you guys. It's all about becoming one with yourself and having peace within. Now, I don't want to be a hypocrite, or I don't want to like double talk myself, because in the past, all I talked about was getting it done. You got to do what you got to do. You got to let all that go. And that's good. It's good to be intense like that. And it's good to be strong. And it's good to get things done when it's time to get things done. But the ultimate goal is to be one with yourself and to have peace and have joy within yourself. And how do you get there in life? You get there by spending time with yourself and taking a couple days to really focus on you and focus on things that's not right in your life and focus on things that you want to accomplish and things you want to become better in your life. Because only by focusing on you can you begin to work on yourself. Only by focusing on you can you write down things about yourself that you don't like. And everybody want to talk about fitness. And everybody want to talk about looking good on the outside. But how do you look on the inside? How do you look mentally? Right? Everybody want to talk about go get it done. And I was in that same trend. If you look at my previous videos, I was all about getting it done. And then you pass that on to your children. Get it done. But you still have to have that compassion. You still have to have that love. You still have to be gentle. I didn't say weak, but you still have to be gentle. And that's the place I'm at now. And becoming better within. That's deep, man. Become better within. Build yourself up. Build your confidence up. Build your peace up. Build your joy up by knowing you. Simple. By knowing you and spending time with yourself. Listen, for the men, if there's a woman you like, you're going to spend time with her. You're going to take notes about things she likes. You're going to pop up, bring her flowers. Women, if there's a man that you like, you're going to invest your time to get to know that man and know what he likes and what he don't like, right? Why don't we do that with ourselves? Why don't we take the whole day to say, you know what, I'm not dealing with nobody. I'm just going to focus on me. I'm not talking about sleep all day. Sleeping is good too. Because you can say, okay, I'm taking the day to rest. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about taking the day to talk to yourself and love on yourself and understand yourself and understand why you feel a certain way and understand why you're not happy and understand why you're not at peace and understand why people piss you off and why you're frustrated. These are things you got to understand about yourself so eventually you can fix these things about yourself. And I understand only by becoming better within can you become better on the outside. Only by becoming better within can you be a better father. Only by becoming better within can you be a better mother, a better husband, a better wife, a better co-worker. But it starts here, man. Listen, I told a story on YouTube on Facebook a while back. I'm so used like to getting these mixed up, man. I'm trying. You guys don't crucify me now. I'm still learning. This is only like my 5th video, so you guys work with me. At least I'm doing something. So what was I saying? I'm getting too happy. Like I was saying on Facebook a while back, man, that my dad, my mom, they used to own a bird. And this bird name was Jubilee. Something like that, man. It was a while back. I was a youngin'. And it's a nice bird, but it was a tropical bird. It was not meant to be a pet, but we made it a pet. And some of you heard this story before, but some of you didn't, so you're going to hear it again. And my dad would clip these bird wings so this bird couldn't fly away. Every time this bird would get ready to get up and fly, guess what happened? Fall to the ground. Why? Because my dad clipped the bird wings, because it was no longer a bird out in the wild. Now it became a pet. And we kept it in the cage. And many of us have allowed life to do that to us. Keep us in a cage, keep us in a box, keep us in a safe place, keep us in this place of being upset, keep us in this place of anger. I don't understand angry and upset people, because at the end of the day, what is that doing for you? All that is doing is digging a deeper hole for you to be angry and for you to be upset. But when you break that by growing your wings and flying away and say, I'm going to be at peace, I'm going to be happy, you no longer have to worry about that. But, so like we kept this bird in a cage, and every time this bird tried to fly away, it couldn't. And over time, when this bird began to grow his wings back and fly away, guess what my dad would do? He would clip his wings again. And we are just like that in life. We don't know our capabilities, or we don't know how great we are. We don't know what God put in us, if you believe in God. Or we don't know who we are. So we allow things in life, and we allow people to clip our wings. And we never fly. We never be great. We never be who we was meant to be. And many times we try to be like everybody else. Just like me, I can be a man in a minute. I try to be like those guys I watched. I'm a grown man. But I try to be like them. I try to flow like them. That worked for them, but that may not work for me. The Alan you see now may work for me. The peaceful, lay back, chill, easy going. So eventually this bird died because my brother, and it's not funny, my brother, he turned the AC up and the bird freezed to death, but the bird was never meant to be in a cage. It was meant to be out in the wild, flying and wherever it needed to be at. It was not meant to be in a cage, and eventually it died. You are not meant to be in a cage. That cage of being lonely, that cage of being depressed, that cage of feeling like you're not loved, that cage of feeling like you're by yourself, that cage of feeling like you're a failure. All of those cages that you are in, you got to get out of those cages. And nobody can do it but you. Nobody can break the chains that's holding you down but you. And it's time for us to be free. It's time for you to slowly but surely let certain things go in your life and be free. And say, you know what? I understand that at some point, this had me down. I understand at some point in my life, this did take over me. But I'm tired of it taking over me. I'm tired of it getting the best of me. And only by digging in deep and finding that peace within yourself and forgiving yourself for things that you even have no control over, that you may beat yourself up, or forgiving people who may have done something to you in the past, or forgiving people who may treated you a certain way. That person that hurt you, let them free, man. Let that go. You can't be at peace and have hate at the same time. You may hate the job you at. Well, I'm not telling you to leave your job, but let the job go and get another job. You're in a marriage where you're being degraded, like you don't feel loved. I can't tell you to walk out in a relationship, but hey, you know what you need to do. And at the end of the day, being intense is cool. Being intense is good, because sometimes you got to be intense. But sometimes you got to be able to have that peace within. You got to be able to sleep at night. Because you can't work out all day, and you can't run all day. So what are you going to do when you leave the gym? What are you going to do when you leave work? What are you going to do when you finish running? You can use all these as outlets, but what are you going to do when it's done? You got to be able to dig deep and have that peace and have that joy inside of you that nobody could ever take away and nobody could ever take from you, because that's who you are. But as I always say, only by knowing yourself can you dig deep and pull something out of you. If you don't know who you are, what are you doing? If you don't love yourself, what are you doing? You appreciate everybody else. You don't even appreciate you. If you don't appreciate yourself, what are you doing? If you can't look in the mirror and smile and say, you know what? You look nice today. Why would you expect somebody else to do it? If you can't pat yourself on the back and say, you know what? You're doing all right. You're progressing. What are you doing? And if you can't say that about yourself, get in a place where you can grow and become better. It's simple. Stop beating yourself up like it's the end of the world. Just put yourself in a position to become better. Free yourself. Free yourself from all of those negative people, all of those negative thoughts, all of those negative situations. Free yourself. And some of you may not be able to free yourself because you may be stuck in a situation, or you may be stuck in a place, or you may be stuck. That's why I say, when you know yourself, you become at peace with yourself. And you can be in the worst environment but if you got peace in yourself, but if you got peace in yourself, you're good. You got to free yourself, man. You got to free yourself. You got to free yourself from trying to fit in, as I was trying to do. You got to free yourself from trying to be like everybody else. You got to free yourself from people hearing people saying you're cool. You got to free yourself from that. And when you free yourself from a false image, or when you free yourself from what's not true, you make room for the truth to come in. But the truth cannot come in if you're faking everything. To believe in yourself, you first must know yourself. And you don't believe in yourself, because like I've always been saying, you don't know yourself. Listen, you just gotta do it. Just gotta say, you know what? It's my time to be happy. It's my time to be at peace. It's my time to be who I want to be. You're not getting younger. The days are not getting shorter. They're not getting longer, but they're not getting shorter. I just said it because it sounds good. But at the end of the day, time is progressing. And you're aging. And you still yet to have peace. You're 20-something years old. You're 30-something years old. You're 40-something years old. You're 50, 60-something years old. You still don't have peace? You still don't have peace? Why? It's your fault. Everybody wants all of these things. You want millions of dollars. Some of those millionaires don't even have peace. They stress, taking themselves out. Think money's going to give you peace? Money may make you happy. People say money don't make you happy. Money does make you happy. But it don't bring you peace. You can be the biggest dude in the gym. But if you ain't got peace, what do you got? You got the baddest chick in the world. Or the most handsome guy in the world, but if you ain't got peace. And I was pushing intense. Be intense, getting it done. But you know what I'm pushing now? Peace. Because that's what you're going to need when times get hard. Man, that's powerful. That's what you're going to need when times get hard. You're going to need peace. That's what you're going to need to get you through these hard times. When you feel like you're by yourself. When you feeling like nobody loves you. You feeling like you can't make it through a situation. Or you feel like it just may be too much for you. You're going to need peace. So, in order to get peace, you have to walk down that road. And I'm not talking about that dark road that I always talk about. I found a new road. a more enjoyable road, a more road that's more comfortable. That dark road, some don't make it out that dark road, man. But a road where you can just examine yourself and love on yourself. You don't have to beat yourself up no more. That's what I thought. I thought you had to beat yourself up. You had to be hard on yourself. But find peace within yourself. Have the courage to let go of things. Have the courage to forgive yourself. Have the courage to forgive others. Have the courage to know that every day is not going to be perfect. And love yourself. Love yourself, man. If I can push anything on this page, forget those other videos when I was talking about being intense and I was talking about getting it and just being hard. That's not where it's at. But I found a new way to become better. And that's through peace, joy, and love. But all that starts with you. You got to have love within yourself. You got to have joy within yourself. Everybody's looking for all these ways to become better. And everything works for everybody differently. But I believe if this world was at peace right now, this world would be in a different place. If you was at peace in your marriage would be different. If you were at peace with your children would be. See, if you apply peace to all of these things, don't it seem like it would be better? Peace of mind. The peace of not falling into depression. The peace of not falling into anxiety. The peace of not being angry. And you want to become better, you first got to dig deeper within yourself. And go in there with a trash bag. And start pulling and start putting old stuff in these trash bags. And when it get too much, tie the trash bag up and walk away. Say, okay, I've done enough for the day. But tomorrow, take an hour to examine yourself again and spiritually walk through your past with a trash bag and start to put all of these bad things in it that you no longer want to control your life. Clean up your own life. And when I say clean up your own life, I'm talking about cleaning inside of you. Because everybody can see the outside, but not many people can see the inside. And what's really hurting you, and what's really killing you, and what's making you feel like you're not confident, and what's making you feel like you're not great. So you want to be great? Dig in deep and get all the mess out so you can love yourself. Love you guys. Listen, as I grow, you guys can grow with me. This is a family page. You guys are going to watch me grow through the steps, and we're going to become great together. Love you guys. See you guys again next week.